One of the things that sometimes happens is we look at what's going on all around us and we wring our hands. We look at the move of society. We look at the fact that things seem to be getting worse. We look at the general increase in unhappiness. But I think it's only fair that as we're looking at that, we also have to understand that there are those who are standing against the general slide of society. And there are those who are seeking to live a fruitful and an effective life. I have a couple of people who are in my world who are in their early 30s, in their late 20s. And these young people have decided that it is worthwhile to enter into covenant. And so I have a wedding I am going to at the beginning of May. And I have another wedding that I will probably be going to in October. Near as I can tell, I'm not sure that I've got an exact date on that yet. But I just really want to encourage you that those who still have faith that humanity can, with God's help, make sustainable families is something that we really need to celebrate. And those who believe that God is going to be with them, and even in the midst of crazy divorce statistics, even in the midst of dropping marital rates, even in the midst of statistics that indicate that the society is in the process of losing faith in institutions that have sustained humanity for thousands and thousands of years, understand that God moves in people's hearts. God gives hope. God gives faith. God gives strength. God gives young men and young women the opportunity to say, because God goes before us, we have the faith that though others have given up on tradition, though others have given up on hope, though others have given up on life, though others have become totally protective of themselves, we ourselves are happy to move forward in making a life. And I think not only of the couple that is getting married in May and the couple that is getting married in October, but I think of the couples that have taken these steps in years past. And I think of the couples that have been married for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, and longer. And I celebrate their victories. I celebrate their attachment to each other. I celebrate their courage as they have brought sons and daughters into the world. I celebrate those who end up having children who are harder to raise because of birth defects or because of various other things that have gone on and gone wrong, because we're living in a fallen world. I celebrate those who have hung on to the Lord, those who have hung on to each other, those who have not participated in a culture of recrimination, but those who have said, God is with us, and I chose to enter into covenant. I chose a person who I loved on the day of my marriage, and I have chosen a person who I continue to love as an act of will because I said I would. And in the midst of this act of will, in the midst of this recognition of original love and passion and excitement, but in allowing this to mature, to grow, and to deepen, they find something that makes life worthwhile. And so I just want to celebrate today all of those who have had opportunity to enter into covenant, all of those who have held on to commitment, and all of those who have loved and do love and have not succumbed to bitterness, to anger, to narcissism, and to failure. And for those who haven't known this, there is always opportunity to repent. There's always opportunity to turn to God. And there's always opportunity to leave behind your own selfishness so that you can be infused with the Spirit of the Most High God, who is calling you to love and forgive because God first loved and forgave you. Shalom.